Welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic with me, Get Dave. Get Daved. Past tense verb. Alright. So I just took this opportunity to show you all that force points regenerate. Basil's going at about 1 point per second. You'll note I'm going a little bit slower. It's because it's actually fixed at a percentage per second. So as you have more force points, they'll regenerate faster. So it's good to have lots of those. We're going to have a quick save, and then...
What can I do?
We're going to go for it. This isn't actually the super big Mandalorian fight that I thought it was. Get one more little one, and then the big dogs come to play.
So be it.
I feel like that guy should have probably helped more than he did. Alright. Let's loot the bodies. Some mines, always good for selling. Stabilizer gauntlets, are those any good? Demolitions +2. You can have them, mission. Okay, that was it for the Mandalorian datapad. I thought there was something else out there where it was like there'd be one final communique amongst Mandalorians and they'd be like, hey, someone keeps killing our patrols, we should send someone out to get them. Maybe I forgot to open one of those boxes, who knows? Either way, I declare it a job well done. So if we head our way over here, I believe there's some caves with some lightsaber crystals in them, which are just lovely to pillage, so that's going on the to-do list. In the comment section a little while ago, I advised, in one of my videos rather, I advised that you should always max damage in your lightsaber crystals, and some people mentioned that they prefer to like enhance their critical rate. Oh, Christ.
The Force fights with me.
You basically have to pick. If you go with a double-ended lightsaber, higher max damage is a benefit of them, even better than two single-ended lightsabers. But let's see, 2 to 20. Hey, that's nice. 2 to 16, slightly lower.
What?
But the big catch to remember is they have half the critical hit range, so if you're going to start doubling your critical hits, you are lowering your cap damage. There's lots of good ways to do it, though, so if you want to have a really wide critical hit range, then I recommend picking a class that builds critical strike instead of flurry, which is the one I'm using, and as like my super attacking alternative. And, yeah, use sabers instead of the dual-ender, the Darth Maul, as it were.
Thank you for saving me, Master Jedi. I am C-842, a personal assistant droid. As I said, I am C-842, a personal assistant droid. Although in recent months, the assistance I render seems to have taken on a disproportionate significance.
Oh, I know who you are.
Did she send you to find me? Please do not tell her you saw me. Yes, but I have my reasons. I'm afraid my owner became a bit too attached to me. Obsessed, even. She tried to treat me as her dead husband. It was not healthy for her. You don't want to know.
Oh.
She is obsessed. She rarely sees other people, and appears to be fixated on me as her husband. She was becoming more and more insular. I thought it best that I leave. She may meet other real people this way. In
That's
fact,
why you
that
guys
was
should
the
stop
reason
watching
I
my
came here
videos and
for
go out
those
and
cat
get a
hounds.
fresh air. I don't know. That's the moral of his story. Can't say I agree.
I think it would be best if I were no longer a factor. She would meet new people, living people. Please, will you destroy me?
Now that's very cruel.
Thank you, kind sir. You have my eternal gratitude.
Apparently not, since I'm about to terminate you. And so we destroyed the droid. Now, what the heck? I feel like there was probably a way for him to go on existing, but he kind of volunteered, so...
What? I'm here.
No, not what I meant to do. Oh, Force Shield's quite cheap.
Yes?
Alright, Crystal Cave, everybody. Let's get ourselves some lightsaber crystals. In here you will find... Wow. Not a lot of light. A lot of red lightsaber crystals. A lot of Kinraths. They're not too bad. I would even declare the music needlessly epic. Can we jump? No. It's a pretty short area, all things considered. I believe that's the enemy right there.
Take that! Let's make this quick.
That's actually a serendipitous bug where you still hit them. Someone should probably help them faster at this point. Alright, someone should really help with Bastila's poison.
What can I do? Yeah?
What?
Alright. So yeah, I think we've mapped out the entire cave. What you can do is you can smash these eggs to get red lightsaber crystals. Because they're born of blood, because they're for the Sith. And then you can search every single little lightsaber crystal formation to get something as well. Namely, a lightsaber crystal. None of the ones in here are actually that good, I'd like to point out. But it's a good start to your collection. And I know you might feel bad about smashing all these eggs, but, you know, they're just going to attack us when they hatch. Ooh. Mandalorian remains. So we just go in here and put a whole bunch of those things out of their pre-life misery. It's a little tricky. In a way, it's hard to figure out when you've pillaged all of them, because it takes a while for the crap to disappear, like the little crosshairs indicating an item. And we've cleared it out. There you go, everybody. Some lightsaber crystals. We need to find a workbench to put them in our lightsabers. I do actually believe there is a pretty
Yes?
good one early on. One more. There we are.
What?
Yes, having cure makes your life 1,000,000 times easier. So, some of them are just color crystals, others are actual stat-enhancing ones. Because for the most part... That was kind of interesting. You gonna let us go through? No? There we go. That was kind of funny. So, for the most part, the color of your lightsaber doesn't affect the strength of it or anything like that, but then there's these 2 additional crystals you can put in that really up the power quite a bit.
There.
There we are. So we found the missing droid. We now have the Metalli Sandral feud to restore, or figure out. And then there's the issue of the Mandalorians, where I believe there's one more brawl with Mandalorians. We gotta take out Big Boss. And what is definitely the toughest encounter. I've kind of hyped them up a bit too much so far, but soon you'll see. And we're just gonna have a quick save. And hello.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate? The council. If you are here because of Shen Matali's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Sandra. Nurek left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurek will meet with you there.
Deal. Ah, there, that little tidbit there tells you all about lightsabers.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you wish to speak to me. I brought my family here to find peace and safety.
Oh my goodness.
Not to be harassed.
Jedi are renowned for their fairness and pursuit of justice. There is nothing to fear from us, unless you have something to hide.
I trust you will show yourself out. If not, my security droids will be sure to deal with you.
See, it's that kind of needless hostility that makes you a suspect in an abduction case.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matali? My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassius disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally. My father is a good man.
Uh-oh.
When my mother died, he
Here it
raised me and my
comes.
brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
For what?
You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him. My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassius.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
No. Since Cassius went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassius. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance. Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key.
Oh,
It will
okay.
open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
I get that a lot.
Shen and I, we have been taught by our families to hate each other, just for being related to our fathers. But I met Shen alone one day in the city, away from his father, and And Shen was so charming, so sweet. He didn't care at all that I was a Sandral. He just accepted me for who I was, with no reservations. We
Romeo
talked
and Juliet,
met again
everybody.
over months and fell in love. My brother Cassius met him too, and they were beginning to become friends. But then this whole mess had to happen. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
Alright. I guess we can go in the side door. Technically those doors lead straight to it, but we'll go in the back. Just to make everyone happy. Actually, you know what? We'll leave it at this. Next time on Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic, we're gonna mediate a family feud. Not like the game show, like an actual feud. I'll see you there.